Imagine living in a town where the border is just a river away, where crossing into another country is part of daily life, and where two communities, though divided by an invisible political line, function as one. That's the reality for the people of Madawaska, Maine, and their Canadian neighbors in Edmundston, New Brunswick. But now, that way of life is being threatened by a potential trade war between the U.S. and Canada. At the heart of this tension are the tariffs that former President Donald Trump has proposed on Canadian goods. Though he recently delayed their implementation by 30 days, the fear remains that if they go through, they could devastate towns like Madawaska, where the local economy relies heavily on cross-border commerce. At places like Larry's One Stop, a gas station that sells Canadian fuel on American soil, business could take a major hit if prices spike. With 90% of its customers coming from Canada, that's not just a concern, it's an existential threat. For residents here, life has always been about balance, family. Many have dual citizenship, work on one side of the border and live on the other, or have family spread between both countries. The two towns share a deep-rooted Acadian heritage, and locals often switch between English and French without a second thought. But external forces are starting to test these ties. At the American Legion Post 147, where locals gather for drinks and conversation, people are feeling anxious about the future. Some say they've never experienced this level of uncertainty before. Politics is a sensitive topic, one that has already strained friendships and divided the community. Some residents, like Bert Lachance, fear that tariffs will make everyday life more expensive and put local jobs at risk. Others, like Vincent Morneau and Bob Campagna, believe the tariffs are necessary to push Canada into making fairer trade agreements. On the Canadian side, there's frustration and growing resentment. Many feel powerless, knowing that the economic decisions being made in Washington will directly impact their daily lives. Some are even boycotting American goods in protest. Edmundston's mayor, Eric Marquis, warns that if things escalate, the strong bonds between these border towns may weaken. Despite the uncertainty, many in Madawaska remain hopeful. The town has seen hard times before, mill closures, economic downturns, and shifting politics. Yet, it has always found a way to adapt. Whether through tourism, cross-border trade, or sheer resilience, people here refuse to let politics define their relationships. As Jessica Savoy, a local bartender, put it, "We take care of each other out here." The coming weeks will be crucial. If the tariffs go into effect, they could reshape life in Madawaska in ways no one fully understands yet. But one thing is certain, this small Maine town is on the front lines of a much bigger battle, one that will test its unity, its economy, and its future. Stay subscribed for more videos.